know, I love every morning, even before I get, oh, good morning, I had a dream last night.
Yes.
Yes. And your dreams are a very, before I even start the day, I get a story every morning with your dreams, which is awesome. So why do you...
Hold on. Is it every morning?
Well, it seems to be every morning. You know, I'm woken out of my sleep, which is much better than an alarm clock. I get, hey, I had a dream. So that's good. That's not a bad thing. But why do you think your dreams are so vivid, and what's going on?
Well, I think a lot of my dreams are dreams of direction.
Okay.
You know, and you know, there's warning dreams as well.
We all have dreams, and each of us kind of like interpret it a certain way. And
Yes,
I
yes.
think it takes a lifetime to learn what our dreams are about.
Some dreams come from God, and then some dreams come from a piece of chicken that you ate last night, and you know, and some collard greens.
Absolutely.
That's where some of these dreams come from.
Yes, yes.
But the thing is not to blow them off.
Okay.
You know, some people come across as a little spooky with dreams as well.
Yeah.
And so it's a turn off. So some people look like, oh, I had a dream.
And some dreams aren't, you know, some bad dreams aren't necessarily, you know, dreams of doom and gloom, and something bad's going to come. You know, maybe your perception or your feeling of it may be negative.
Yes.
But the actual message in the dream may not be negative. It might be something good.
That's right. I do remember back in maybe 2001 or 2002.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was. That I had a dream. I had applied for a job.
Okay.
At a visitors bureau. And I was so excited about this dream.
Wow.
Not a dream, but I was so excited about this job.
Okay.
And so I applied for the job. They did a phone interview first. They called me and did a phone interview, and I was very, very nervous.
Yeah.
So they told me the time that the phone interview was going to be.
Okay.
So I got excited.
Okay. So you're ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready to go. Had that. Like, it seemed like it was good. Several people asked me questions, including the vice president of the company.
The vice president.
Yeah, the vice president.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
They asked me questions and all this stuff, and it was about a 15, 20-minute interview.
Okay.
And
pretty
then,
intensive.
Yes.
Okay.
And they said that they would get back with me. And then a couple of days after that, I received a phone call that they wanted me to come in for a second.
A second interview.
Yeah. So I was like, wow. So they wanted to see me in person.
Uh-oh.
And so I went in, got dressed, looked real sharp.
I bet you did.
Came in and
I bet you did.
Real sharp and stuff coming in there. And so the same people that interviewed me on the phone, they talked to me in person.
Okay.
And I felt really good about this dream, you know, about the interview. And so I was waiting. So a couple of days went by. I was like, oh my goodness, maybe I didn't get to dream. I was kind of pulling my hair a little bit. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to get this job or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to sleep, and I had a dream of that I had a cake, and I gave it to the vice president.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And of this company, they took the cake, they sliced the cake, ate the cake. It was like a red velvet cake in this dream.
Good choice.
And they really, really liked the cake.
Wow.
And then also there was a man who was interviewing in this dream, and he gave them a CD. And they gave him the CD back in this dream.
Okay.
So it was very detailed. And so I felt that that was a message to let me know that I got the job.
Okay.
And they like it. They liked what I offered or whatever I had, or my character and my personality. So a couple of days after that, they called me and said I had the job, and congratulations. So I was like, whoa, you know, these dreams mean something sometimes.
Sure.
So I think some people blow, dreams off.
Oh,
sometimes.
sure. I know I do. I know I blow dreams off a lot, because when I'm waking up, it seems just like a whole cacophony and collage of like different images and music and talking and stuff that sometimes I can't really put any meaning to it. And then there are times where it's a very vivid dream, and that you got to kind of pay attention to.
Yeah.
But it's hard too. And every sort of like dream expert says, well, keep a dream journal. But it's hard waking up in the middle of the night and turning on a light and writing, and they go, well, now you have phones. Well, it's the same thing. You got to do the same thing. So it's hard. It's hard to do.
It's discipline to do
really
a dream journal. You get up, and especially if somebody dreams very frequently. And I do have frequent dreams a lot. And sometimes it might be 2, 3, or 4, and to roll over sometimes, and it's real cold, sometimes, and you just want to just wrap up in those blankets.
Absolutely.
But I heard that, when you write your dreams down and record those dreams, you remember them better, and you won't forget them. And that's true. I feel that that's true. I do have a dream dictionary, and also I have a little dream journal that sometimes I might jot it down. Sometimes I don't. I try to go off of memory. And sometimes I'll wake up, don't remember any of my dreams at all. But if I go inside the bathroom and I start brushing my teeth, the dream will come to me. Or if I get into the shower, the dream, I was like, oh, wow, yes, I just dreamed this. Or sometimes I'll go about my day and then the dream will come back to me.
Wow, so the people with the cleanest, whitest teeth are the ones that pay attention to their dreams. I think that's the message we got here.
Is that the message?
Floss, brush, go to the dentist twice a year, and your dream life will be perfect. I guarantee it. Hi, I'm Rich from Coffee and Cream. I am with Dr. Larry Burk. Doctor, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a holistic radiologist, which many people think is an oxymoron.
Okay.
But I actually adopted the qualifier as a holistic radiologist, doing hypnosis with patients who are claustrophobic in the MRI scanner.
Okay.
And then with that entree into alternative medicine, I studied acupuncture and hypnosis and emotional freedom techniques and a variety of other things. And I still do conventional radiology.
Okay.
And I also do tapping and hypnosis and dream work. And so I keep my foot in both worlds most of the time. And I work from home, work from Duke, work from my wife's office at Oriental Health Solutions in Durham. So it keeps me busy and out of trouble.
I bet. So. We were talking about dreams, and the whole episode is about dreams. And dreams are this sort of, for me, it's a very sort of cagey area. What is the theories about how dreams occur? Why do they occur? And just give me just a general feel of it.
Well, I guess there's a large spectrum of beliefs about dreams. The skeptics would say it's just garbage being processed by your brain, and it may perform some health function, clearing out the debris from your day.
Right.
But other than that, it has no meaning. Now, to the whole other spectrum of people who are doing lucid dreaming, who are aware in their dreams, or doing all kinds of creative things during the dreams, for the average person, which most of us are just lucky if we remember a dream or two during the night.
Right.
And then if a dream happens to really wake us up, we might pay attention to it.
Right.
And then if a dream happens to come true, that really gets our attention.
And in your life study, obviously dreams are very important. When in your life did it start realizing that, okay, hold on, dreams is kind of a linchpin?
Yeah, I started keeping a dream diary in 1986, 87, yeah.
Okay.
And I've got stacks of them somewhere in the closet.
All right.
And I started getting some health information about other people back then. And then more recently, in the last 10 years, I've been interested in people who get health information about themselves in their dreams. And that's been pretty exciting.
And when did it start coming into your practice?
I've started using it in the last, I'd say 5 years with people in my practice when I'm doing emotional freedom techniques, or EFT, and hypnosis, and asking people to keep a dream diary and then come in and work with whatever material they get the night before or the week before. And you just never know when a dream's going to come through and actually solve a puzzle that you've been working on for weeks.
And when was sort of the first time that you interacted with a patient on that level?
Well, I guess first I heard the reports from my friends who were actually having. My first friend who told me about it she had dreams about a spider crawling out of her mouth.
Wow. Okay.
And turned out that the message she got from the dream was that she had cancer in the mouth.
Wow.
So she went, had a biopsy.
Yes.
And it was negative. The surgeon looked for some suspicious place, biopsied it. It was on her tongue, and it came back negative. Okay. So a couple nights later, she had a dream. She was puzzled because the first dream seemed to be very specific, and a couple nights later, she had a dream where she got a second opinion from experts. So Hot Lips Houlihan and Dr. Winchester from MASH came in her dream and told her.
No, are you serious?
In the dream,
the actual characters?
The actual characters showed up in the dream they told her that they missed it on the biopsy.
Okay.
And to go back and have another biopsy.
Wow.
And sure enough, she went back. The biopsy was positive. She had radiation and surgery for her cancer of her tongue.
No kidding.
And then a few years later, she had a dream about a spider escaping from its cage.
Okay.
And it came back.
Wow.
And that was the sign that she'd had a recurrence. She went back, had more surgery, more radiation. She wound up living about another 20 years.
Wow, okay.
Guided by her dreams. And she had way more dream diaries than I did.
Okay, so she was already heavily into analyzing.
She's the one that
dreams.
first really got me into the whole health possibilities, and recommended a wonderful book called Healing Dreams, which is sort of give a good overview of the whole field.
Okay.
And then a few years later, one of my best friends told me she had had a dream about her breast cancer.
Wow.
A few years later, one of my best friends told me she had had a dream about her breast cancer.
Wow.
And that started me down the whole path to do research on breast cancer warning dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And her dream was very vivid, as I described in my TEDx talk about in Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
She's woken up by a dream where she actually has a woman surgeon operating on her breast.
Okay.
In the dream.
Okay.
And had no symptoms, no mass, no lump, but went in and had her mammogram, and it didn't show anything.
Okay.
So she said, well, that was a pretty amazing dream. I'm pretty sure I have breast cancer. And she told the radiologist who came out to reassure her, said, you can come back in a year. She said, no, I think I have breast cancer. And the radiologist said, well, there's nothing on your mammogram.
Right.
We don't feel anything.
Sure.
There's nothing else we can do today.
Yes.
So, well, I want you to do an ultrasound. And the radiologist said, well, we only do an ultrasound if you have a mass that we can see or feel.
Okay.
We want to know if it's a cyst.
Right.
So she said, well, I'm not leaving until you do the ultrasound.
Wow.
And so the radiologist goes, well, I wouldn't even know where to begin. She said, well, how about like right here? Well, just to humor her, put the ultrasound there and found the cancer. So,
oh my goodness.
So that was a shock.
Right.
And then a couple weeks later, she went for her appointment for her breast surgery. She walked in, and there was the woman's surgeon who was in her dream. And
that's crazy.
Took her to the operating room, and then afterwards, she was debating, well, should I have chemo or radiation therapy or whatever? And so she started having dreams every night about a different raw vegetable.
Okay.
So she wound up going down to Florida to the Hippocrates Institute, went on a raw food diet based on the dream guidance, and she did pretty well on that. So,
yes.
So yeah, and I've discovered that other women who have had breast cancer dreams sometimes do get guided through the healing process by their dreams. After they make the diagnosis, then they just keep going with the dreams. That's amazing.
So what do you think that, I mean, I guess the quick answer would be your body's telling you that.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote a paper about it in the Explorer Journal in 2015 and suggested 3 possibilities. One, that women could actually have some symptoms, and people do sometimes deny their symptoms. Like, oh, I got a little ache, or I thought there was a lump, but I'm going to pretend it's not there.
Okay.
And then you have a dream that just sort of manifests it for you.
Right.
Or you really don't have any symptoms, and there's some subtle signaling system in your body that we don't quite figure out.
Right.
That translates it into your subconscious and into the dream.
Right.
Or there's some intuitive process, like the woman who had clearly a precognitive dream, because she saw the future, and we have no explanation how that works.
Right.
They might go for a week or so and get nothing but garbage, just random stuff. And some of the dream researchers suggest that the earliest dreams you have in the night, you may still be processing the stuff that happened during the day.
Okay.
The later you get in the night toward the morning, those are the more deeper dreams that come up and reveal important things. And I always say the scarier it is, the more important it is, because your subconscious uses really dramatic imagery to get your attention, so you wake up in the middle of the night and have to write it down. So if you ever wake up in the middle of the night, you got to write it down. I mean, that's one of the guidelines.
Right. Yes.
And most people, have access to the dreams, and some people say they don't remember them.
Right.
But you probably had half a dozen dreams during the night, and you may have forgotten them all.
Right.
You can set the intention when you go to bed to remember them, and then in the morning when you wake up, just hold still.
Yes.
Don't move, and just say, did I have any dreams? Even if you can just capture a fragment, then you can kind of reel it in like a fisherman. And sometimes you'll catch another big one, and you'll get a couple more.
Right.
And the more you practice, the better you get.
So you get better at dream recalling or whatever. That's awesome.
But don't get up and go brush your teeth and expect to come back and remember your dreams.
So like you just said, when you are waking, and hopefully you have a household where you have that freedom. A lot of us, we're woken up by our kids and stuff like that. But if you have that freedom, wake up with just a calmness and just open your mouth. Okay, now.
And if it's in the morning when you can see your dream diary, you can actually write in it. But if it wakes me up in the middle of the night, which does happen, I've learned to write in the dark. So I'm just, and not write over. You don't want to write one line over and over again, and then you can't read it in the morning. And then other people nowadays are using a smartphone.
Yes.
If they can dictate into it.
Right.
And that's becoming pretty popular.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we really have no excuses in this day and age with the technology we have to recall anything or to do any really inner work. Hey everybody, if you enjoyed our interview with Dr. Larry Burk half as much as we did, I really encourage you to pick up his book, Let Magic Happen. It's his book about his personal and professional journey from academic medicine and radiology to holistic medicine and parapsychology. What an adventure. Go get your copy today.
A segment, and it's about dreaming. When people go to sleep at night, what do the people dream? Do you dream at night when you go to sleep?
Yes.
Can you share any dream that stands out to you that you had before?
Well, yeah, you're gonna laugh. I used to run track.
Yes.
And I was the fastest one. But in the dream, even though I was taking off, I was going in slow motion in each stride, but yet I was leaving everybody. So it's kind of like I was flying, going really slow at the same time, but leaving everybody behind. It felt like I was going slow, losing the race, but actually.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Wow, that's an awesome dream. I like that dream.
Yeah. Well, I said, I've been dreaming a lot lately.
Okay. And I told her that I don't think that's healthy because it means it interrupted a sleep cycle.
Okay.
So that was our conversation.
Literally today we had this conversation.
Wow. Okay. So.
But then I asked her what her dreams were about, and she didn't remember. So
I
she remembers she dreamed, but
yeah.
doesn't remember what she dreamed.
How often do you feel that? Like you feel you've had a dream, but you can't remember it?
I can usually remember for 2 days afterwards.
Okay.
Sometimes I can remember the morning of.
But I mean, you keep sleeping night after night, so it's like a continuous cycle.
Right.
You forget the old ones.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Falling.
Yes.
I get that one.
Falling?
Yep.
Dreams of falling.
Yeah.
Wow, isn't that amazing?
What do you think that means?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay. All right.
Do you know?
No, I wish.
I just thought
You said you have dreams about falling. What did that kind of explain that to me?
So a lot of times I'll be in an apartment building, just living my life, and then just out of nowhere, the floor would dissolve and I'll just fall.
Wow.
And then I wake up.
So what do you think that means?
Well, I read somewhere that it means I don't have control over my life or something like that, but I don't know if that's right. So.
Do you feel you have control of your life?
I feel like I have pretty good control over my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about you?
This is really weird. Sometimes I have this recurring dream that I'll be brushing my teeth and all my teeth fall out.
We were talking with, we just had a talk about that.
Really?
Somebody told me about the teeth falling out all the time.
Yes, I have that dream like all the time.
So what do you think that means?
Okay, I think this is like just like something that I think maybe it means I have like scared of things I'm close to going away.
Right.
Yeah.
People I'm close to like leaving me or something.
Do you think that relates to what's going on in your life?
In some way.
Right. So with those types of dreams, does that make you feel comforted or?
It like really freaks me out.
Yeah, that would freak me out too.
Like so much.
I had that dream before, a tooth rotten accident falling out.
Really?
But that might be kind of a cool. But that might be a cool thing because you don't want a rotten tooth.
Yeah.
Right. So
Right.
But it's all your healthy teeth falling out, right? Wow.
And they just all fall in the sink and they like make it's so vivid.
Oh my
It's
God.
so scary.
So how many times do you think you've had that dream?
Probably like 5.
Really?
Yeah, I dream once in a while.
Yeah. What's one of your most vivid dreams you had?
Like really crazy or just
Just crazy, something.
crazy? Well, one time I had a dream that I was like running like really fast, and then I would just go like down a hill. It was so weird. Like most of my dreams are actually just like that. Like I'm running like really fast, and there's somebody chasing me, and I go down like a big hill, like probably the size of like a big building. And I don't know. And then I woke up like scared, like, oh, thank God it's over.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that dream.